Morning, fellow boaters. I just wanted to do a little show and tell on my Great Loop Jon Boat and how it's set up so far. We'll just start at the stem and head back to the stern. If you start at the very front, the first thing you'll see is the high-rise bow. My good friend Quentin Clark, after discussion, said, "Hey man, I'll build that for you." So I mocked it up and we built that, and it gives me 14 inches of additional clearance should I get into big seas, and I think it's going to work out really well. I also have my heavy duty burgie mount here for the American Great Loop Cruisers Association burgie, which I'll proudly supply. If you're going to do the Great Loop, it's a good organization to join just because they have a lot of information available. I hold this on with 20 nut zerts, and I think it's going to hold up really well. I used some silicone adhesive under it also that I could break loose if I needed to, but I think it's going to be really secure. And up in the bow, you'll see my bow line here. The bow line is just a little bit longer than the boat. It allows me to tie up to a dock and that kind of stuff. So one of the things you'll notice, I have lots of cleats. I have cleats on both sides and here. My anchor, I generally run it through the anchor lead here, and then I will tie it off to this cleat, and it works out really well. And if I need to get into here while I'm at anchor, I can just move it over to a side cleat should I need to. Coming on back, this area right here will be used to hold my abandoned ship bag, which will be right over there. And then my extra food and clothing will be in a waterproof duffel right here. I also have a lot of storage forward, and this area is waterproof. My tent will go in here and some other supplies. You might ask, what's this piece of wood here? I call that my dam, and what it does is if it rains during the night and water comes down off this deck or off my tent and runs down here, this brings the water over to the side and takes it down to the subfloor so it doesn't run back into my camping area. That's from my storage locker. I will discuss that more in a moment. You'll see my fuel storage. We're running 8 12-gallon containers, giving me 84 gallons, a lot of range. A lot of people have asked why I use ropes. These nylon ropes have about 30% stretch, and I've got foam under the tanks to absorb shock. And by being able to load in some stretch, it makes that shock absorbing work a lot better. I tried straps, but the straps have no stretch, and just didn't work out as well. Let's see, coming on back, we've got the Bimini top. Running in July, this Bimini top is going to come in really handy because the human factor is going to be a big factor in this. I'm going to need to really take care of myself, and keeping out of the sun is going to make a big difference. As we come back, you'll see the little orange box there. That's got my dining supplies, basically my stove, cups, pots, stuff like that, all in there. Okay, as we come back, we can kind of look here to the side. I've got a lot of storage between the tank and the side of the boat. That's my pole. I sit across the boat when I lay my Bimini top down. It supports it. And I'll also store things in this space from time to time. Let's see, let's come a little bit further back, and I just refer to this as my dry storage and electrics box. It is completely dry, water sealed. I keep documents that I need to look at along the way, some sunscreen, and I've got a lot of power plugs where I can plug my radios in and that kind of stuff. And here's my little stern light cover so I don't get backlit. And as we come back, you'll notice this box here. This box is my food box that I'll start with, and it'll have half the food for the entire trip will be in here, And I wanted it near my seat so I can just reach back, grab breakfast, lunch. I will eat dinner while I'm stopped. So can give you an idea of what I'm going to do for food. This antenna right here is the Automated Information Systems receiver. That is commonly referred to as AIS, and it will receive broadcasts from commercial vessels and other vessels that are broadcasting a signal that allows you to show on your chart plotter where the vessel's located, what the name of the vessel is, and if they're on an intersect course with you. And I'll show you where the receiver is on that. Let's see, we've done a video on my fuel management and how I do it. That's just my port side tank cut off, starboard side tank cut off. And then you'll see my anchor down here. I'm running a 4 kilogram, just about 4.5 pounds, stainless steel Bruce style anchor. It's supposed to hold really good in coastal areas, sand, that type of stuff. It's stainless steel chain also. I don't like putting that extra weight in the back, but in the past I've tried to move it forward, and that dense weight just kind of beats up the front of the boat. So it's going to live back here. I keep everything pretty light back here otherwise. You'll see my 3 bilge pumps. Each of them are 1,100 gallons. You'll notice they're not in the very back of the boat, so if leaves or dirt or anything get back here, they won't clog up the pumps. Water separator and exterior fuel filter. You don't have to replace the fuel filters in your motor. It's a lot cheaper to do it there. Coming on back, you'll see my Advanced Manufacturing jack plate, kick plate. This thing is pretty amazing. If I hit something, it allows my motor to swing up and not impact the hydraulics of the motor, and that's a big savings of comfort to me, just knowing that I'm not going to rip out my motor's hydraulics. And being able to jack it up is really important for what I do, running into a shallow area, or I need to get the motor really low because I'm running in big seas. That gives me a lot of flexibility on setup. You'll notice I added a stern ladder. The stern ladder is for safety. Should I get pitched out of the boat, I want to be able to get back in it. So I can put a foot on the whale tail. I can also use the ladder to get into the boat. Yeah, a lot of people might wonder what this pole's for. Well, it's my boarding gaff, so I can grab a dock or something, but I also attached my 360 camera mount here. Everyone's been getting on me wanting some video of me out in big seas. I'll try to accomplish that when I'm fighting big seas. There's generally not a lot of focus on video, but I'll have my waterproof action cam up there, and we'll see if we can get you some video of that. Coming on back, we got the Tohatsu MFS 60. I think it is going to be the best motor for this. It's the lightest. It fuel sips. I mean, it is the most fuel efficient among the 60 horsepower motors out there. Did a lot of research. I think it's going to work out well. We did a video on the whale tail, why I like it. It is outstanding. Let's see, coming on across, you'll see my chart plotter sensor. This is a 3-in-1 sensor. It'll give me water temperature. It will also side scan, forward scan, and just give me regular depth. When I was up in the inside passage, it allowed me, since there were 20-foot tides plus, it allowed me to kind of look around beside the boat and make sure I didn't have a big rock sticking up that I'd land on during the night. You'll notice on my bilge pumps, I bring them all up to the top, and so they can discharge over the transom. I don't want any holes in the side of my boat that don't have to be. There's just another place water can come in. You'll notice I use clear hoses. If they're getting clogged, I want to know about it. Okay, next thing is the autopilot. This is a TP22 Simrad tiller steer autopilot. It interacts with my chart plotter, or it can function alone to steer my boat, and I did a video on that also. I had to put a remote sensor, basically a remote electronic compass, forward up over there because I was getting too much engine static, and I just go into setup and tell it to listen to that heading sensor versus the one inside the device itself. Okay, I've had a number of people ask me, where do you go one, where do you go two? Well, this is my porta potty. It sits there upside down so it doesn't collect water when I'm out in big seas. Has worked out well. This right here, all this electronics, that's the backbone for my NEMA 2000 network. That network brings everything together in one information line. It gives me the ECU data. It'll give me the data from my heading sensor that's forward. It ties into the autopilot and into the chart plotter. Allows me to get lots of data. I can get what my fuel economy is, and just lots of data that I use regularly. My autopilot plugs into a waterproof plug here. I just don't have that hooked up right now. Coming on forward, you'll see this little teeny battery box, and you'll see that it's sitting way up off the floor. What resides in there is a anti-gravity brand lithium battery. It's a lithium ferrous battery. It weighs 3.7 pounds. It's a 20 ampere hour battery. It's served me really well for a couple of years now. I really love it. At 3.7 pounds, it allows me to put a little other stuff in the back, and by having it way up, if I flood the stern, I don't get it into my electronics. You may ask, where's my fuse block and stuff? My fuse block is adhered to the top of the battery box, and I just open it up if I need to do any electrical analysis. Okay, this splash plate here is to protect the solenoids and electronics for the jack plate, which are back here, and these 4 bolts you'll see right here hold the AIS receiver in a waterproof area under this stern cap to protect my AIS receiver unit. Okay, as we come forward, you'll see this box. This box is to keep water off my switch panel. I know those switch panels are supposed to be waterproof. I'm just going to give it a little extra chance by putting this cover over it, and it velcros in place while I'm underway. Let's see, one of the huge things that helps me deal with these long days out in chop is this Springfield suspension system under my seat. And the Millennium seat gives some absorbing impact effect, so it allows me to be very comfortable. I generally kind of sit in a position like this. Let's see what else here. I added a larger aluminum clip here just so I can clip to my life jacket or a belt loop or whatever while I'm underway. As we come forward, all my water is going to be in individual bottles stored along this side because I don't want any one bottle to be able to lose my water supply. So yeah, it's going to be a bunch of individual bottles. When I fuel, I can just run into a convenience store at the fuel dock and grab me 8 or 10 more bottles and throw in there. There's my seat right there. I love that Millennium seat. And this is the trim up and down for my jack plate. Position there to get less spray, and I could position it away where it's most waterproof. Let's see, next thing you'll see is my Simrad chart plotter. This is the Simrad Go 7. I particularly chose it because I'd had a Garmin in the past, and it had knobs and buttons and stuff, and it got penetrated with salt water and failed me during the middle of a trip. So I looked into what was a really good all glass chart plotter and went with the Simrad. It's all glass. It's just a touch screen like your phone would be. It's worked out really well. I used it through the Arctic as well as the Inside Passage. Coming forward, you'll see my compass. I got the compass way away from all ferrous materials, so it's not impacted. I did calibrate the compass so I can look right down the boat and see my chart plotter and my compass to know I'm on a accurate heading. And y'all have seen my tents. My tents, just my regular tent that's full waterproof, attaches to these little snaps, and it will be stored into my forward storage here, which holds a lot of stuff. I keep a sea anchor in there. I keep just a bunch of supplies. So since it is waterproof, some of my clothing, some of my food will go up there also. And then this waterproof container here is screwed down to the floor, and you can see I keep a repair kit, tools, spotlight, just some odds and ends, spare hats, stuff like that. I've got several different types of waterproof tape. I got a first aid kit, flares, all that right there. And that has snaps, it's got screws, and it's got a rope that goes over the top of it to really secure that thing. And I think that's a full tour of the boat, kind of give you an idea. I'd like your input. If you see something that I can improve or that you want to compliment on, feel free to comment. Enjoy your comments. Thanks a lot.